Okay, I'm gonna do some BlizzCon predictions. It's gonna be unedited. It's gonna be shitty, but I just kind of want to get this out before I head out there. Um, I think the big first thing we're gonna see at the opening ceremony is we're going to acknowledge that Morheim is gone, or that he left earlier this year. Either Morheim shows up and there's like kind of a passing of a torch ceremony to Brack, or Brack's out there and there's some kind of big tribute to Morheim, maybe like a montage of Blizzard starting up, and that's going to be addressed. I also think we're going to see a new mobile game. There's a space on the main stage just before, I think it's Heroes of the Storm and okay. Yeah, the mobile game probably going to be between the HOTS and the community night. There's like a little space in there, and I think that's going to be filled up with a new IP. It could be something else. I don't think it's going to be anything we already know. It might be a companion game, but I kind of think it's going to be a new IP. But I'm pretty sure I feel like this is the year we're going to finally see some of the mobile games from the incubator sector of Blizzard. I also think they're going to expand out the BattleNet platform. They've been putting the Activision games, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, they've been putting voice chat in. I think there's going to be more social features with those games. Maybe like something like global achievements, maybe some clans or some guilds, or just some way to increase social connectivity with the games. And I'm going to go through the games, probably my interest and how much I know about them. So I'm going to start off with StarCraft. I think the big thing with StarCraft is they're going to acknowledge that Total Biscuit passed away this year, John Bain. There's going to be some kind of tribute for him. We might see a commander pack. They're just going to kind of say that StarCraft is still a thing. They're still working on it. Probably a lot of esports. And things like that. Like I said, commander pack maybe. I don't think we're going to see anything new beyond that. Next, Overwatch. I feel that's going to be like a lot of the esports league and things like that. Maybe some new characters, maybe some new maps, maybe some single player content, but I kind of just think it's going to be a character, a map, something like that. Warcraft, obviously classic servers, maybe some new raids, something along those lines. They might bring back some of the mobile features. I'm not really too sure about that, but the interesting thing is going to be classic, and I'm going to be surprised, or I'm interested to see how the demo is going to be received. I'm not all that into the classic servers. I'm going to play them, of course, but I don't think it's going to live up to everyone's hype. I think once people start playing that demo, it's going to basically like dumb down WoW. They're going to miss the features. There's going to be no meeting stones. I just don't see it. I don't see it being that great, but there's going to be some people who absolutely love it, and good for them. And but we'll see. I don't see it taking off. And I think this is this is going to make or break classic servers. As far as HOTS is concerned, probably 2 new characters, maybe a map. That's pretty much, this is just going to be cut and dry. It's the last what's next on the main stage, so I don't really think there's anything there. Okay, Hearthstone. There's going to be the expansion reveal, of course. I'm hoping they do something else besides the expansion. Tournament mode being gone, they're going to need to do something. I think they're taking care of the new players with the 50 ranks, but well, they're taking care of the tournament players too. The meta is good. If you like predictability, but if you're not a pro and you're not new to the game, I don't think there's a whole lot for you. And I think a lot of that has to do with progression. I don't think the progression's good in the game right now, and I'm kind of hoping they do something with that. Right now, the only way to progress is to basically win a lot. And if you can't consistently win, you can end up playing, and you can just have like a really bad night, and you're just kind of like, why did I even play it all? Like, for example, with HOTS and Overwatch, you can kind of lose. You can kind of get some currency. I think it's gold and HOTS and whatever experience to get loot boxes in Overwatch. I think same thing, loot boxes for both of them. I'm hoping that Hearthstone gets some kind of loot box system or something like that. Yeah, because I just think you can play Hearthstone and you can just have a really bad night, and you'll be just like, why did I even play Hearthstone at all? So there's a couple ways I think they can do that. I think they can make Tavern Brawl all week. They can start doing free arenas every week. Maybe do it on a Monday or Tuesday while the arena's down. Kind of putting cards in between expansions, like maybe do like a mini adventure pack in the middle of expansions, and just kind of do it for like a little bit of gold, a little bit of money. They're doing a lot more bundles and things like that, which are good, but it feels like the game is good. I don't want to make it sound like I think the game is dying or anything like that. I just don't think enthusiasm for the game is sustainable with the way they've been doing things. I think with Magic the Gathering Arena, things like Eternal, to a lesser extent Gwent, they need to do something, and I'm hoping we hear that now, especially after tournament mode is gone. I don't think that a new expansion is enough. Push the game forward, especially with all the competition. So we'll see. I honestly think it's just going to be the expansion pack, but they need to do something in the what next panel. They need to say, this is what we're going to do with Hearthstone. It doesn't need to be tournament mode. It just needs to be something more than ranked. That's basically, the game is ranked, and Arena is not that friendly unless you're good at Arena. But anyway, that's my feelings on Hearthstone, and I'm like I said, probably just an expansion pack. Diablo, we're obviously not getting Diablo 4. I was skeptical at first that we were going to get Diablo 4, but then I kind of went along with everybody saying like, oh, we're getting, well, everybody was saying it, so I kind of thought that. And the reason why I didn't initially think we were getting Diablo 4 is that Diablo 3 was still being played. It was still hitting Twitch top 10, if you believe in Twitch viewership as a metric for how well a game is doing. It was still hitting top 10 every time there was a new season. And the only reason I think you would go with Diablo 4 is if there was something that Diablo 3 couldn't do. And I don't think there's anything new that is out there that the Diablo 3 engine couldn't do. I'm thinking expansion pack, maybe mobile. I think ultimately with Diablo 4 they're going to have like cross-platform, like mobile, like Bethesda. They were at E3, their Morrowind, I forgot what it was, but they had the game that was computer and mobile integrated. I think that's probably something we might see in Diablo 4. That would be something new that the Diablo 3 engine couldn't. But I think it's just going to be a new expansion pack, some new systems, and that's probably about it. There's gonna, and the other thing is the Switch. They're like really pushing the Switch too, which also kind of makes me think mobile too. Because the playtesting the Switch at that station in the main hall, I don't know why you would push the Switch like an old version of Diablo. There's got to be like a new Diablo 3 that they're going to test on those Switches in the main hall. Or it's going to be the mobile. There's going to be like a new mobile version. But I think we should really focus on why the Switch was planned around this. Morheim and the CEO or the US president or whatever he is of Nintendo did that video. There is a reason why Nintendo has such a presence at BlizzCon. It's not because the Diablo 3 is coming to the Switch. There's going to be an expansion on the Switch later, and that's going to be really integral to that. I think it's the whole, there's no love lost over Diablo 4 not coming. I was excited, but like I said, I didn't think there was anything that 4 could do that 3 couldn't. And I didn't think there was a reason for 4 when 3 was just fine. 3 is just stale. They've been like letting it rot for the last couple years. And I think a new expansion would breathe life into it. It's going to need some new systems, but I'm still very excited for Diablo. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm kind of done. This was super shitty. If you watched all the way through, thanks. I'm done.